Hi, I'm John Munoz, and welcome to the Business Networking Channel hosted by the Hispano Chamber of Commerce de las Cruces. With me in studio is Toby Rue.
Hey, John. How are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing well, Toby, doing well. Listen, the Hispano Chamber is getting a lot done, and some of our folks in the audience have asked, listen, I sometimes miss your show, I want to catch it. So here's a suggestion. If you have a DVR Tuesdays at 6:30, every Tuesday we are on. Set your DVR to the Business Networking Channel, and you will not miss the show.
That's right, because you don't want to miss it.
That's right.
As a friend of mine would say, using the Spanish word, en fuego.
That's right.
The Hispano Chamber of Commerce is on fire right now.
That's right, on fire. So of course, you know, the show shows throughout the week, a few other times, but our set schedule is at 6:30 on Tuesday. So set your DVR there.
And now we're doing Fridays at 6 o'clock in the evening.
Right.
And we also have an opportunity where Saturday mornings at 10:30, and our producer and owner of the program, Chris Solar, sometimes he even fits it in other spaces because we do such a good job.
That's
so
true.
we'd like to have
Actually, Chris and Dawn do an excellent job in their team. You know, making us look somewhat intelligent every day.
I'll tell you what.
So tell us what's going on. What's happening with the chamber?
Ladies and gentlemen, I have to tell you that this is no surprise to you. It's been all over the newspaper. It's been on our TV show since we been publicizing it, and it's all on the email blast. That's right. The 19th annual banquet for the Hispano Chamber of Commerce is coming up on Friday. And Friday night, it's going to be something. We're going to start off with the martini and cigar bar, and then we're going to have dinner where we're going to have our guest speaker, our none other than our governor, Susana Martinez.
That's right.
And then we're going to have a special guest, another media, an anchor, TV personality.
TV personality. That's right. She's done reporting. She's done. She's a news anchor, and she's also an author.
Yeah, Rosa Flores.
That's right.
That's who we're speaking about, and she'll be in town with us, sharing the evening. And then we're going to go ahead and have a wonderful dinner at the Las Cruces Convention Center. And then, for those of you who have to take out your dancing shoes, from 9 to 12, we're having our fiesta. And I tell you, it's always a great time.
Now, that's going to be a great time, Tommy. The band is absolutely wonderful. Some of the best musicians in this area. In addition to that, there's going to be a balloon drop. It's something we've never done before. Balloon drop. And from what I hear, there's some cash and prizes inside those balloons. So, but we want people to be careful.
Yeah, well, tickets are still available. Tickets are still available. Right. We're very close to a sellout, and I think that's a very good thing because the Las Cruces Convention Center has held, since it's open, it's held some very good events, and we're just on the list of those great events. So before we go any further, we want to make sure that we get our title sponsor some shout outs. We're going to have one of our famous businesses here in town, and I say famous only because he's always been available to help the Hispano Chamber and the community, none other than Raymond Palacios from Bravo Chevrolet. He is our title sponsor, and we want to make sure that when you're looking for that new Chevy, you go see Raymond.
That's right.
Our gold sponsor is Citel, our John Munoz.
That's a great company.
Congratulations. That's right. You got, what's about 600 employees now and still looking.
We're looking
still
for some
hiring.
good people, yes.
My hospital, there's where Sonia works at Memorial Medical Center.
It's a great place.
They are a gold sponsor. Our silver sponsor, Bravo Mike. And we're going to move fast forward to our corporate sponsors who we just had on our TV show, Century Bank, El Paso Electric, PTS Office Systems, Citizens Bank, our treasurer, Jesse Sanchez on the board is from there. Cisbaro, Roberto's just had a birthday, so Roberto will be there. Aerial Technologies, Aprendamos, our new friend Abel from Aprendamos has a great organization there. And our media, Converges and the Bank of the West. They are our corporate sponsors, and we're looking for a few more at the last minute if you want to get your names out there. And our media is Las Cruces Bulletin, and another member of the Hispano Chamber who's been on the show, Tu Revista Latina. And they have done a great job. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's what's happening this Friday. Now, I don't want to overstep this because on May the 4th, which is this coming Wednesday, we have our one big event for the middle school recognition program, and that's going to be held at Corbett Center Ballroom from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. It is a great event. We'll have over 500 people in attendance. We're going to have the Honorable District Judge Manny Arrieta is going to be speaking to the children, and he does a great job.
He certainly does.
So there are a lot of things going on as we turn the clock to May, and Mother's Day right around the corner. So those of you that have not had a chance to get there, I'm giving you your one warning. do something nice for your mom.
Now, you know, Toby, when you're talking about Mother's Day, let's talk about one of our other members, the Massage Club.
That's correct. Thank you. Yeah.
So what are they doing for Mother's Day?
Well, the massage clubs, they're giving some special there. And I'll have to tell you, they had a special for Valentine's Day. And I took them on up on that, and Sonia and I went down there, and it was a great. So if they're doing anything special for Mom, you can't go wrong. Great.
Well, it's a great place. You know, I don't have to give it a massage there. I just go there and listen to the music, and I fall asleep. So
relaxing as it is.
It's a very relaxing environment. So, Toby, you know, lots going on with the Chamber, but also lots going on in the community, lots going in the business sector.
That's correct.
I'd like to get to our guests. Now, these gentlemen have been in business for a long time.
I think between the two of them, they probably run either at a CEO level or some type of upper management level, many different types of businesses. Their experience is probably, between you and I, they probably dwarf us with their experience. They've got a lot of skills, a lot of tools in their toolbox, and they are really, I would consider them as movers and shakers of the community.
Right, and the thing is that, you know, what we, you know, obviously for our membership, for our audience, you definitely want to take advantage of the mentorship that these gentlemen can bring. So tell us, who's with us today?
Today, our special guests are proud members of the Hispano Chamber of Commerce, and they are two gentlemen who have an illustrious line of background of leadership and business savvy. We have the Business Synergy Partners, and we have with us George Pintar, who's the managing partner, and we have Jack Barclay, who's the partner. And together, these two gentlemen run a multifaceted organization that not only helps the community at large, but can help individual causes such as nonprofits, organizations, basketball, fundraisers, all sorts of things can come together. And ladies and gentlemen in our audience out there, it's my pleasure to introduce these two gentlemen. Welcome to our show, gentlemen.
Welcome.
Thank you very much, Toby. We really appreciate being here and all the efforts that the Hispano Chamber has done for the small community of business people in Las Cruces and the area.
Thank you so much, George. I mean, it goes unsaid on how valuable the small business community is. We were having several different leaders in our community come on our show, and we've always come to that full circle where we like our corporate sponsors, but a lot of the small businesses really need to be the backbone of Las Cruces and the economy. And you all offer something, Jack, and I'd like for you to take a little bit of time to tell us about your background, but let's jump real quick. You have something that I think is very, very important, the Business Fair Buy Local campaign. Can you open up the door with us with that introduction?
I sure can. We had a business fair just a couple weeks ago, and the whole idea is to bring some of the small businesses, people with less than 10 employees, and let them become acquainted with our public that might not even know they exist. And we actually had 34 vendors at the event center on a Tuesday night, and we practically packed the house that was open and free to the public.
Right.
We had all kinds of prizes. It was interesting because each vendor that had a table had to present one door prize. And so what we did was give each of the people, when they came into the building, a passport. And once they had visited 5 vendors, then the passport went into a hopper, and we started drawing door prizes.
Oh, so a lot of excitement.
It's like
so
speed
we
dating
had
almost for
over
for
30 door
business.
prizes that we could give away that night.
Well, you know,
And it
that's
was
a unique
great.
concept. I mean, you have a small business group, you have a forum where people can come in free of charge and offer their services. And a lot of times, that's what they're looking for. It's just an avenue to get their product or their business style across.
So let me give you all a testimonial, and then we'll get to George here in a minute. We e-blasted your information. We sent the information out and it made an announcement. So I had one of our members called me and said, I'm just glad you guys told me about that. I got 4 clients out of that. So she was thrilled. So obviously, you know, that was a success for her, you know, where she's able to pick up 4 clients just in a matter of a couple of hours.
And that's really what it's all about.
One of the things that's most gratifying to us is that we have a waiting list. We only could take about 34 vendors, so we have a waiting list for the next small business fair. people that didn't get in this time that want to be sure and get in on
Well,
the
that's
next one.
good to know to our audience, John. And,
Right.
and as you guys look at this is not a one-time event. This is not, as they say, a shot in the arm. This is something that you want to make a repetition and have available for your
Yes,
members.
we want to do it 3 times a year, and
wow. Okay.
each quarter.
Mhm.
We'll do it in July and again in October. We had 125 people from the community come in and visit. We also had people from the city council and the county commissioners. We had people from Binghamton's office come by. We were trying to educate the political people about how important small businesses are to this area.
Well, you know, those things that you guys stand for, they just didn't happen overnight. So let's make sure our audience understands that there's a significant difference. When you said this visitor center, let's clarify. We're not talking about the convention center for the city of Las Cruces. We're talking about a partnership that you and Jack have put together. And tell us the actual name of your business.
It's called the Business Synergy Partners, and we have located in that price point, we have what's called the Las Cruces Event Center. And we get a lot of calls from the convention center wanting to rent from us, and I have to tell them, you know, we are the event center, not the convention center.
Now, as your event center, George, tell us some of the things, because I was leading to the list, John, of the things you guys offer, and I'm just going to bullet point them, but you kind of tell us a little bit about it. You're doing bingo. You're having programs for the community at large. You're doing fundraiser opportunities. You're having these type of events available to the public.
That's correct. And we do it in a family atmosphere. We want to impress on people that we are a non-alcoholic venue, but we have lots of sodas and popcorn and those things that are fun. Hot dogs especially, John.
Okay.
We love hot dogs at our
I'm
place.
there.
But it is a non-alcoholic venue. And we have other kinds of activities also. We sponsor things like the pro wrestling, which we had not too long ago.
That
and
was a fantastic event.
we had a packed
Yes.
house. And we have quinceaneras, and we can hold up to 250 people for a quinceanera.
You know,
They
that's,
bring it.
that's
They
great.
they bring in their own food, or we can have it catered. We've had wedding receptions, and again, they can have us cater it, or they can bring in their own food. We designed the facility to meet the individual needs. We are not out there for big profits. We're out there to serve the community itself.
So you could do graduation parties, quinceañeras, bar mitzvahs, birthday parties.
Yeah,
You guys are set up
wedding
for
anniversaries.
way anniversaries. Now in the wrestling thing, was Toby one of the wrestlers there?
The one with the mask.
No, but they put on a really good show.
They do.
Right.
These are local people who like pro wrestling,
Mm-hmm.
and we split the cost of the event with them, and it's only $8 for the evening.
That's great. I mean, there's a huge following for wrestling, obviously. So when you bring events like that,
Sure.
what a great thing you do for the community. Plus, it's family oriented. There's not too many places yet here in town that cater to families. So, I
Well-
mean, there's not. I mean, you could go to Uno's and have a nice meal, hang out there for a little bit. You can go to the park, but you have to, deal with the elements, the sun, the flies, or whatever. I mean, it sounds like, here, if you wanted to have a gathering, even just a party where you invite your family reunion, that's the way to do it. But there's some other things that you all are doing that I want to get to in just a few seconds. So we're going to go ahead and take a break. There's way more to learn about these fine gentlemen here, so we will see you back in a few seconds.